Hey there, what's happening YouTube? Thanks for tuning back into the channel today right here with the Rustbelt Mechanic. So today we're going to be building off of a couple of other videos that other YouTubers have posted here as of lately. We're going to be talking about Snapon and the way they do credit on their trucks. Hopefully give you guys some insight and help you guys out to not fall into that credit card debt scheme that the Snapon likes to push to younger techs. So Snapon has just celebrated its 100th year anniversary. Now, what has Snapon really been known for? They've been known as being like the best of the best tools. Yes, you're going to pay an arm and a leg for it, but you know what? You're getting what you pay for. Now, what you pay for is the really hard part that a lot of newer techs don't understand what they're getting into. Some of these technicians, they go onto these tool trucks, which you guys have seen tons of tool truck tours, whether it be the weekly trucks that come in here or the Rock and Roll Cab Express that shows you guys the newest, latest, greatest toolboxes and offers you guys these dreams of toolboxes at a place where you guys can just reach it. It's just within grasp. And they say, we can get that for you, no problem, just sign on the dotted line. But what is that really involving for you and your credit and your future as a technician? First off, when you're a younger technician, you guys generally do not have a whole lot of credit buildup. If you do, it's a decent amount of credit. You might have rent that you're paying, you might have a small credit card or an auto loan that you're paying, but that generally is not going to add up to a whole lot of positive credit. So generally speaking, in the first few years of being a technician, your credit score, even on the good side, is going to be only hovering around 650 or so, and that really is not going to put you into the prime interest rate. Now, interest rates are where these companies like Snapon, Mac, and Matco really like to become the predatory lenders. They offer these credit to these technicians that think that they can't get credit anywhere else in the industry to be able to pay for these tools. Yes, here in the United States, technicians have to pay for just about every single tool that we use here in the shop. You know, some shops you might get lucky and they'll pay for your scan tools, your bigger shop equipment, but as far as hand tools, all your specialty diagnostic equipment, you've got to pay for all of that yourself. The tool trucks, they offer you a way to be able to have that within grasp, to be able to pay for all of the tools that you need to be able to make a living. But at what cost? Like I said, as a newer technician, you're not getting great interest rates. Did you know that Snapon, really with the best credit score, I mean 800 beacons credit score, the best interest rate that you can have, APR, is going to be right around 9.8%. That's the best. That's guys who have been in it and had a credit account paid 100% of the time for 10 plus years to Snapon. 10 plus years they've been making payments to these companies, and all they can show for it is a 9 or sub 10% interest credit rate. I don't think that's really worth anything when they've been loyal people to these companies for as long as they have. That's just a horrendous thing. Now, if for some reason you don't have that 800 credit score, guess where you're going to be at? 20, 25? I've seen 32% interest rates from Snapon tools. And they're offering this interest rate, and they're offering credit to guys that shouldn't be having credit in the first place. If you guys have a 400 credit score, yes, I know that you still have to make money, you still have to buy tools, but at that 30+% credit interest rate, you are going way negative in this business, and you're going to end up getting your tools or your toolbox repoed in the long run anyways. So since they have these horrendous credit ratings, why do technicians still buy from them and still use the Snapon credit like that? Well, to be honest, it's convenience. They have the shiny tools there, they have them shining right in front of your face. They also have that magical pen to be able to sign on the dotted line right there on the tool truck, all for you in an easy to access placement. Now, for the guys who are a little bit smarter with your money, you guys need to teach some of these younger technicians, or just other technicians in general, how they can save themselves from going into debt like this. Snapon is not the only credit service in which you can purchase tools from. Number one, I would first off recommend that you don't go into any kind of major debt to be able to buy tools. Yes, I can see some people putting a little bit more in a credit when it comes to a toolbox, but you have to be able to live within your means. You got to understand where your income level is to what you could afford to pay, even in the worst times as a technician in the flat rate system. You got to think about those harsh days to be able to get through. Now, once you have thought about where you can be at, that's where you guys can start shopping for interest rates. You don't just go to Snapon. You know that there is like the internet out there, and the internet has an endless amount of information that you guys can look up and read. They also have an endless amount of lending companies for you guys to be able to use. There's even some out there right now that do not require any kind of backing or collateral for some of their loans. There's companies such as SoFi, LendingTree, Prosper, all of these on the internet that you can get these lower interest rate loans that do not require any kind of backing to them or collateral, and you can get those within like an hour or so of an application online. All right, you might not get it, within 30 seconds and a signature on the line, but you can get it nonetheless. Now, those places, they don't have the best credit ratings for you, but they don't have the horrendous ones that Snapon have. Personally, I have looked into some of those, and with a decent beacon credit score of like 750 to 800, you guys can be at like an 8%, 6% interest rate on those. And then the guys who are in the worst, kind of low sub 500s, you guys are only sitting at right around 17 to 22% interest. You guys are going to be able to cut 10 to 15% points wise off of your APR interest rate. Now, these other loans, they do it a little bit better, and they do it either quarterly, bi-monthly. It depends on which kind of company you go with. Now, another option that you might want to look into is something called a credit union, a bank that you guys go with that has a whole bunch of lending capabilities for people that are within their credit bureau. So the credit union offers certain kind of loans for whatever you have. If you have automobile loans through them, you might be able to borrow against the automobiles, or they still do offer loans that do not require any collateral as well. And generally, since you are already banking with them, you already have a checking account with them, they tend to trust you a little bit more, and you're going to get a better interest rate through them. Also, you're also going to get charged in better ways per month on those interest rate percentages as well. Next, the one thing that you might want to think into is every single one of these tool trucks has an RA account or a truck account, however they want to put that on those individual routes. These truck accounts, they are generally a 0% interest account that these individual franchisees are able to offer to the people on their route. Now, that is going to vary greatly across the United States and across every single different route. It all depends on who you know, how long they've known you, whether you've been making payments on that route, whether you've been buying things, on a general basis, whether they know you and know that you're making good money at the shop that you're at. It all gets thrown into account with the tool truck franchisees. After you get a couple of tools under your belt, they might tend to give you a little bit more credit range on their truck accounts. Usually the truck accounts go up to roughly $1,000 to $2,000, depending on what you guys can afford and how well the tool truck owner knows you and knows that you can make payments on those tool truck accounts. Once you're able to prove that you have a good payment history to him, he generally is able to float you more on that because he knows where you work. He knows that you're trustworthy. He knows that you make payments, so he's able to give you those. And those are the best loans to have, 0% interest rate. If you guys can get them, 0% interest is the best way to go, but you don't want to rack those up too high because, of course, stress and everything starts building, and then you just want to get rid of that weekly payment. And of course, yes, those truck accounts are generally paid weekly, so you have to think about that ahead of time before even jumping into one of those. And those are really pretty easy things that you guys are able to get into and understand. And once you look in through all of these credit options, you believe that you can see more options, more light at the end of the tunnel. Do not go into this crazy interest debt, because it's just a spiraling whirlwind of debt and failure, and it's just horrible on technicians, ones who end up dropping out of the industry and then still realize that they have a truck account or a Snapon account which they owe $18,000 on a toolbox that they don't even use anymore. I don't know how many times they've seen that, and I can't stress enough, do not go into tool debt if you can help it. If you do, be smart about the money that you're spending and shop around. Look around for some options for interest or no interest loans to be able to use for this. Another big option is, if you have pretty decent credit, is to be able to get a 0% APR interest rate on a credit card. Many of these credit card companies nowadays want to get you in the door with their company on borrowing. So what do? They offer you 0% interest rates for 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, 24 months, 2 years, 0% interest. Usually they can give you on a starting credit allowance, $3-4 grand is what most people generally see on a mid-range credit score, maybe even more than that. It's pretty decent, but again, 0% interest rate for up to a couple of years. Now, if for some reason you have that low interest or no interest rate credit card for that long, and you're starting to come up to the end of the term, it never fails that you get another one of those in the mail, and you could transfer your credit or your balances over to another card with 0% interest. Pretty much bottom line, do not pay interest if you don't have to. Why would you pay all this interest rate when all these other companies are trying to throw opportunities at you to be able to get in the door of those credit bureaus without, paying any kind of ante up front? Why pay interest if you don't have to? Like I said, this video was just building on what a couple of other guys have been able to put out recently. Justin Dow had an amazing video pointing out some of the negatives that Snapon and the other big 3 tool manufacturers have been doing in their predatory lending styles these days. So if you have not already, go and check out his video. I will put a link to that one down in the description below for you guys to check out. Well, that's about all I have for you guys today. If you guys have any other questions or options of things that I missed out on in this video, please leave those down in the comments below. Make sure you hit that subscribe. Make sure you turn on that bell notification so you guys don't miss what I come out with new awesome content just like this one here. I appreciate everybody tuning in, and as always, you guys stay awesome.